Ah. You're what? We're gonna save Jeb today. And people are not gonna like the way I'm gonna do this. Oh, I added a mod that added a bunch of engines I don't want. Anyways. So we start with this, and then... But it's one size too big. Decoupler there. All future things in the going forward are gonna have those. Uh, Going the wrong direction. Those are getting smaller. Those are huge! Too big! Is there really no in between? Is it just fucking gigabig and... Oh, right there. There we go. Alright, now where's the engine I want? Oh, I'm almost done cooking. This is either gonna be an awesome idea or horrible. There's no in between. $150! Woo! Look at that! That's massive! Oh, where's they at? There they are. Okay. Hold on. We're almost there. Oh, yeah. Or no, we can, yep, do that. That will snap to that, so we'll put a... What's the smallest... drone thingy that has a reaction wheel in it. Can't transmit science. Does have a tiny ass reaction wheel in it. Or fuck it, just do this. Okay, so this is the Jeb rescue vehicle. That is also built to deorbit what he was in. Now what I'm hoping is this solid rocket booster is enough to get us into orbit. Yeah, the JRV. I have no idea that this thing is probably staged all kinds of fucky. But so the idea, that little claw hand is to deorbit his thing. Okay, wait a fucking minute. We are loaded up with Kerbals. Hey Fraser, how you doing, buddy? Get them fuckers out of there. And then... Alright, let's go save Jeb. Needs to be flared at the base. Good lord. How is your wows? Alright, Jeb. What kind of fuck-ass orbit did I get you in? We're gonna have to try and intercept there. But what's your apoapsis is 500 and your parry's... Alright, we're gonna shoot for 118 kilometers. Gauge autopilot. Here we go. I haven't got a clue what plane he's in right now. I was just gonna correct it here. Yeah, he's the yellow. Go back to launch? Okay. Is it just 45? Make him target ascent settings, launch into plane. Oh, okay. Ascent settings. Uh. Oh, launch into plane of target. Ah, there we go, okay. Alright, here we go. No, this solid rocket booster right here is fucking awesome in terms of power for what it is. And I was like, what if we just put something on top of it? It just used it. What's the worst that happens? Hey, here we go. Oh yeah, we're looking good. Little warm. Little warm. Let's go get his ass! We've got the claw. Quick rundown on how intercepts work. Isn't it just like how you would do a planet? No. Hit me, Hex. How do I get him?
Okay, so you want to get yourself a node where you can get as close as possible. Anywhere like under 5 kilometers is going to be fine for now.
I want to circularize so I don't fucking thump the planet. Would be a good call.
Yeah, make sure you get clear of the planet first.
Alright, yeah, that'll work. SAS target. Mo, you see what I'm cooking with this claw?
Is he like floating in space?
He's in a fucking pod with an empty engine on the bottom. So the idea is I have an empty command pod here that should have enough gas left in this thing that we can deorbit him easy peasy. And then to deorbit his lander, I'm gonna disconnect this claw, stick it on the front of his ship, and then fire off 8 Separatrons at the same time to hopefully push his shit out of orbit.
Okay. I know why everything I built has a what's it called? A docking port these days.
Yes, I didn't have docking ports at the time, so here's how we are. But all right, so now I'm not gonna eat shit into the curb.
Yeah, now you want to get an intercept, which preferably kinda looks like the orbit he has.
Okay, so what if we I have to turn my orbit then.
It can be kinda tricky to like get an intercept at first, like just turn the orbit. And then either get the red lines or the orange lines overlapping. Arrows, I mean. What you will use a lot in intercepting is gonna be the skip one orbit ahead and go one back. Which you do by right-clicking the node, and then you get like the 2 buttons.
So the same color on same color, right?
Yep. Essentially, the orange is your first intercept, and the red would be your second intercept, which is why sometimes the red doesn't exist. Or rather, your closest approach. Which in your case right now is on the opposite side.
Yeah, I'm gonna match his orbit with this maneuver. Or at least line up our apoapsises.
Yeah, line up one of the parts. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
What I usually do is I keep an orbit either smaller or higher, like with the same center. And you can easily work from there. I was using like a super heavy booster the whole time with solid rocket. And then I was using a relatively light payload and it fucked over my rocket so hard it kept spinning out. So it turns out you can overdo it.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get him.
The skipping one forward and backwards is your best friend.
Alright, let's see what we're looking like here in the next orbit. You missed my War Thunder streams? One day they'll come back.
This is a KSP channel now. Yeah, I can show you how to do it.
Wait, hold on, I think I might got one.
Oh, yeah, that looks pretty right. It's good enough for now.
Alright, and then target. And warp.
Okay, so now you want to go smart as if you go into smart ass and select target and minus velocity.
Well, I gotta complete my burn yet to even get my intercept.
Oh, okay, yeah, I thought you already did. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Can't pull those in anymore. Well, that lives there now.
Okay, I'm gonna get within 12 kilometers on this one.
Good enough.
So you said do what with this?
Now, okay, so what you need to do now is... How much Delta V do you have left?
477.
That's gonna be interesting. So what you kind of need to do now is a few steps. You see the intercept. You wanna warp... Like, warp at the periapsis right now. The one before that. So you have a bit of time left.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you want to go into target minus velocity, relative velocity. You might not have enough delta V left for that.
And what, just try and zero this out?
And then you want to zero it out near the intercept. What that will do is it will put both orbits the exact same. Because you're leveling out the velocity between the vehicles, which means you turn them onto the same orbit. There's little tricks where you can get the position closer by burning at slightly different positions compared to the velocity vector. Like the way you have it right now, you would want to burn higher up to push the velocity vector on the counter target. That will close in your target. So you want to burn on the opposite side of the purple from the yellow. Like above it, so it was weirdly faced. You want purple, yellow, and then yours above, your marker above.
Wait, like this?
You probably need to disable the smartest again, because I will try to put you on that. Yeah, above there. You start zeroing out the velocity there, you will see that the distance should be shrinking. But you do not have enough delta V.
Damn. Well, sorry, Jeb. We'll get you in the next try, but this is a test to see how well this works here. We need more gas! Which that's easy to get. Rock Max.
God dang it. Apparently these are the only docking ports you can't manually undock.
Oof. Hi, Yugi. We're trying to save Jeb. He has served us faithfully in Kerbin's orbit since Corncob 3's mishap, which he's probably been up there for years. We're coming, Jeb. Do not come.
Yeah, and that's why you want to launch into the plane, because normal movements are expensive as fuck.
Yeah, I see that.
If you use the autopilot, it will automatically launch you into
That's what I
the
thought I
same
did,
orbit.
but it didn't that time. So let's see what I did wrong.
You gotta make sure that the launch into plane is turned on, and not just the diagonal.
Launch into target plane. And engage. Well, we at least know this thing works, and we get up there with a shitload of extra gas, so... We can shave Jeb! No, 360 for style points, apparently. Alright, what kind of... You going in the right way? Maybe? I don't think so.
Did you click the launch into plane in the ascent settings?
Yes.
It should auto warp. Which it apparently didn't.
Look, watch. We'll go back to launch.
Also make sure that you might have to like mark him as a target again
Oh, here we go.
to like update it.
We'll hit M, World Cup 3, set as target. Then launch into plane of target. Right? Maybe I have to say this is 0? Maybe that's full something?
It unmarked your target.
Yeah, no. Oh, oh, button! Take me back! Look, here's Jeb. This is what Jeb's doing. We'll get you back, Jeb.
Holding on for dear life. Oh, he's not holding on for dear life yet.
How do I switch to the... back to my rocket that's on the pad?
Just go on Space Center and then go on. You click onto the pad.
Okay.
It will be on the pad.
There we go. Okay. Set as target. And then launch into target plane. And engage autopilot.
Love when the rocket almost burns up, like traveling upwards.
Why isn't it working, X? It's like it's refusing to do it properly.
Wait, did you just press launch into plane and then press space?
No. Look,
Okay,
here
because I
we
didn't
go.
see the engage.
Here, I'll share my screen in Discord. Okay, so here we are with ascent guidance up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ascent settings. Wait. Oh, you need to select the target, of course. Yeah. I was like, where the fuck are those settings?
Okay. And then we set as target.
I just shot past my setting. Did I? Where the fuck is my... Huh? Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Launch into plane of target, yes.
We just do this to be safe. Oh shit.
No, that cancels your target. It should mark it, if I remember correctly.
Okay, then launch into plane of target, and then it puts the orbital inclination at -45, and then it's gonna shoot us into a crisscross.
Okay, so launching in target plane, it is currently counting down. So now you hit the engage autopilot on the top. And don't do anything.
Alright. Let's watch it do the same thing it just did a minute ago. Where it drew an X.
Why is it doing that?
Said I'll let it go, but its initial ascent.
Right now is gonna be an X, right? Yeah, that's... What is it doing?
Actually, I got a question.
Yes?
Can I land on Duna with just parachutes?
Yes.
Okay, because I want to set up like a little science station and like make
what
it
I recommend
compact,
in
more
this
compact.
Case, yeah, what I recommend in this case is actually using drogue chutes as high up as possible, and I'm using the parachutes, of course.
Okay. Because I want to... It's going to be like my same design that I usually have, but it's going to be sideways. It's going to land on its side. And then I want to launch like a rover up to it so I can go play with a rover.
You might just have to try and like burn it yourself. Like time it yourself to at least be kinda in the right place.
Well, what I could also do is I have a feeling I know what it's doing. And we can do this manual, because I copied the fucking inclination, because it's given the right thing. I think it's taking the, for whatever reason, it's taking, the rendezvous for some reason.
It shouldn't.
But if I just
Because that's what launch into rendezvous does, yeah.
if I just do that,
And you
and
kind of
then
just want to launch like when it's below when the line is below or above the KSC rather.
all right, let's see what this does when I manually told it the inclination I want. That's better. Kinda. It's like drawing an X in the other direction. Unless it's gonna turn all the way. Which it kinda looks like what it is doing. Alright, let's get here to get ready to do a separation. And oh, that's even more expensive. Fuck it. Revert to launch. We're steering this motherfucker manually. Which I don't even know which direction would be better to do that at.
With the orbit. Finally. It took forever.
Uh-oh. Why did that one fall off? Ah! And hey, Mocha. Okay, well, if this is 0...
That took forever. Please just work.
Hex, do you know, is there a way to like make a rover model separately and then slap it onto the side of a rocket?
Yes, with the preset thingy. Not preset. Moment. Space Center. You know the assembly method, like that you can
No.
sort save stuff as assemblies.
Is that
No.
like when you separately save something?
No. If you look at my stream for a moment, I can show you.
Yeah, 1 second. Okay.
So, up here is an arrow.
Yeah.
If you open that, it opens like different filter methods. Realistically,
Okay.
the only one you will need is the FX, which is the normal one, and the sub-assemblies. So what I can
Okay.
do is if I have something in here,
Mhm.
and I want to have a rocket underneath it, I can just go in here. There's my spectrum 0, and I can just grab it from here. And then I can technically attach it. I don't know why it doesn't want to let me do it right now.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So the
Okay.
way you save stuff in there is that. So I made myself this booster,
Mm-hmm.
and you go in here. You grab it on the part you want it to connect to. You can change that with the reroute tool up here.
Okay.
By clicking what you want. You grab that and you drop it down here in the sub-assembly drop zone, and then you can
Okay.
give it a name and shit like that.
Let me try that real quick.
So you build yourself a rover. You make an attachment point for the rover, and then you save it in there, and then you can pull it out on something else.
So arrow sub-assemblies. Save sub-assembly. This will be... What should this be? What should I name the booster part of my poop-related rocket?
Mine all have fixed names.
Holy fuck, I'm gonna abort!
Space litter.
Yes. What we do for Jeb.
I was exclusively used clamshell.
Yeah, space litter for the space turtles. Let's get the gripper claw out.
Oh, I forgot cooling units. Fuck! No, I forgot something. Mm. I'm gonna drop this into the gaming chat and I'm gonna head out. It is late. Good luck. Good night.
See ya. Man, I don't know how to turn myself. Effectively, at least. Okay, maybe we do it in steps. Wait. No, I know what to do. I know what to do.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna deorbit this thing and I'm gonna take off from the desert launch pad because it's in the path of his orbit directly. So instead of trying to intercept
Wait,
his orbit at his 90, we're gonna
you're trying to intercept.
Yeah. I'm trying to save Jeb.
Jebediah? Ain't no way. Why would you ever want to save that guy? I have to fucking completely restart on my fucking science module now that I've got bigger batteries. Dude, those 4K batteries they're something.
Wow. It's 200 and some change meters a second on that. But all that shit's is going in hard.
So did you just run out of fuel?
I mean, it's gonna cost like 10,000 Delta V to do it if I launch from the Kerbal Space Center. It's gonna be way less. if I do
No,
it.
no, I mean Jeb.
the
He
Jeb
lost
mission?
fuel.
This was Corn Cob 3. This is back when I was still spinning rockets. His ass ran out of gas on the way home.
Oh, you're trying to save one of your first Kerbals in space.
Yep.
Am I getting it right? Okay, okay. Holy shit, that arm is fucking huge. Oh my god. The fuck?
Gotta wait for this thing to crash. Which was gonna be hilarious, so this might actually survive. Because I guess it's like hilariously draggy and not that super heavy. Oh my god, it lived. For a second.
For a second is the key.
He bounced
word.
twice. He bounced twice.
So it survived 2 bounces?
Yep, and then
Or
landed
it
on
completely
its
survived?
Yep, no, survived completely 2 bounces and then landed on its head. After that.
And then just blew up into a million pieces?
Yep.
Sounds about right. How many shoots do you think this fucking thing is gonna need to land on Duna? I'm trying to space it out evenly.
I have
Maybe get
no
the
idea
center.
what you're
Yeah, the
doing.
center of gravity is right on the center of the science module, which is perfect. I've got 4,000 power batteries, plus a couple in here surrounded by the communications. Trying to figure out what else I should put on this fucking thing.
How do I change which launch site I use?
On the launch thing.
Oh, desert
think
launch site. There it is.
Yeah. Drop down.
Yes. We're
Go
coming,
get him,
Jeb.
Tiger.
We're coming, Jeb. Because from here, I think I just need to do a 45-degree orbit off of the desert launch site and I'll be pretty fucking close. So we'll just do 45, engage. Autopilot. Here we go. Sumbitch. They put a bunch of Kerbals in my shit again. Stop that. This is supposed to be unmanned until Jeb gets in and comes home.
Think this is too many drone shoots if I just line this bitch up along the side. Oh fuck. I'll start with these. I'll do a shitload of little parachutes.
Now the real question is, when we're looking at this, we know 0 is equatorial, is positive going towards the positive probably going towards the North Pole. Wouldn't you say?
And what do you mean by that?
Like, so if you went positive 90, you would go from the launch pad straight north.
Yes.
So then I went negative 45 because it's at a 45 degrees, but his orbit is going, in reference to me, down towards the South Pole.
I would assume so. I don't know what his orbit is.
He's doing.
Yes, if you put fucking 90 on the ascent thing, it's gonna put you in a polar orbit. If that helps answer your question.
Yes, it did.
I don't want a drone shoot. I want a big shoot.
Oh, so much better. Jesus Christ. It's not quite perfect, but we're going to be in the correct plane in reference to him, and that is the most expensive burn in your life, is changing your plane of your orbit. It's like 5,000 delta V just to turn at 45 degrees.
I know I was doing that shit when I first tried to get to the bun. And I was like, fuck! It's constantly getting pissed off.
We're coming, Jeb.
Go get him, Tiger. I think I already said that, but whatever. Are you able to like turn off reaction wheels by turning their authority all the way down? Or you just toggle torque. Okay.
That, or
I
you
hope
can
that,
set
like,
him.
actually turns them off.
You can also just set him inactive.
Yeah, that's what toggling the torque does. It's just reaction wheels are disabled. Because this thing's tied pretty much right next to my science unit, just so I have some authority on it.
Right, turned to face the target. We're gonna need to circularize our orbit and then try and match old Jebbies. And hope that Deorbit Claw 9000 can also do its job.
The deorbit claw 9000. What does that do? Sounds kind of ominous.
It's the reverse landing gear thing I have right here that bounced. It has 8 Separatrons on it, and the idea is, since Jeb's thing is completely unpowered and we don't have any docking ports to dock it on anything, I'm gonna
Can
use.
you not just get out?
No, he can, but I want to take his capsule out of orbit.
Oh, so it's just out of the way.
Yeah.
You're just gonna grab onto it and let it go as soon as it deorbits.
Well, since this is on a drone and it has its own RCS thrusters, my idea is to line it up on it and then push it as far as I can retrograde with the RCS, and then once that runs out, hit the Separatrons and just try and thump it into a decaying orbit to kill it.
See. Time to test this lander. See if it actually works.
I guess my bottle is leaking.
Why would you let it do that?
I didn't let shit happen.
Is this fucking thing gimbal? Yes, cool.
But from now on, every single ship is going to have a docking port stuck on it somewhere. Because if it gets lost, it'll be so much easier just to dock with it and drag it home. Or dock with it and gas it up. Alright, and then here's where Hex said speeding up it's gonna come in handy. Hold on, slow. Those two are really close together already, so let's see what kind of maneuver do we gotta execute to line up even better. So we are out of plane a little bit. It's fine. Okay, let's execute that maneuver first. Because that'll align our orbits up a little bit better. Okay, so note to self, when I make a space station, make for damn sure, around Kerbin at least, it is perfectly equatorial and not off. Very much at all.
Why isn't it letting me do it? Because of this. There we go.
Separation of 5 kilometers. .7 kilometers. 0.9, it's going the wrong way. 4. 3.3. 2.7. 2.5. We'll lock that in. Cash.
Who could have guessed it's way less wobbly when there's not a shit ton of weight in the nose or the front of my fucking rocket?
Crazy.
Because I used to have a lot of my like super heavy shit at the top, and now it's like just so much more sleek because of how I changed it. Who could have guessed becoming more like specialized helped decrease the weight?
Yeah.
I think I have too much fucking solid fuel though. I want to put some separatrons on those. Oh my god, this thing has so much fuel left over. And after that, I'll just need to add solar panels to the module. Send that bitch to Duna. Get a rover over there with some Kerbals. I'm set.
Oh god, I can't see where Jeb's at. Hold on, point target. I see him, he's right there. I'm coming, Jeb. Coasting right on in to say hi to Jabby Jab. Alright, Jeb, you ready to go home, buddy? Just make sure you have your... Okay, you do have your gear.
I'm gonna need a bigger heat shield. She works like a dream. I just need to make sure the gerbils can get in and out. Fine.
I should have packed more mana propellant.
You're running out?
I'm not running out of gas, but it'd be so much easier to balance what I'm trying to do out with mana propellant.
See.
Okay, yeah, we're on the inside of its orbit. Might try a different approach here in a minute. Burn at the target. Well, that didn't work.
You blow up?
Yeah, I was just gonna try and shoot it like a fucking missile, but is what it is. Let's get Jeb home. He's been in space long enough.
Well, how long has he been in space?
How do I check his mission length?
I don't know. Maybe through the tracking.
Because Corncob 3 is still flying.
Let me check if you can see it through the tracking station. I'll tell you what, how long Valentina has been out in fucking space, if it does. Oh, fuck. Did not mean to do that. Gotta reassemble my fucking rocket. Fuck! I fucked up. Cool. Shield.
And there we go.
Oh my god, Knight.
But
Get the 10-meter heat shield. That shit is retractable.
yeah, it blows like a balloon.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Fuck. Are you able to still eject it like all the other heat shields?
I think so.
Advanced grabbing unit. Shit, that's what you should have put on, Knight. It's literally just a fucking arm. Or a little hand that grabs shit.
I don't know if I have that.
That you could... Yeah, I don't know where it's at.
We've saved a Jeb. And I have some extra time.
Hell yeah.
Perfect. I could be silly and have Jeb jump out of the pod and pop his own parachute and glide down to the surface.
You could.
I feel like that might be a little too dangerous.
No. It's never dangerous enough. Oh my god. I didn't realize how much the fucking fairings weigh. Because my shit's so fucking long.
Oh yeah, usually with those fairings, you want to get those off as soon as you cross 70 if you can. Especially if they're huge.
Yeah. Yeah. I was only up like maybe 70% of the way, and it was up to like 4 tons or something. Something
Yup.
ridiculous. So I'm also trying to like keep it the minimum size that I need.
Yo. Alright, but next thing on my list of things to do. First was save Jeb. And after saving Jeb, we now have the Jeb recovery vehicle. But it also should operate as a base to work off of for building research station moon research station. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up these little research stations in polar orbits around the moon and Minmus to gather, and then attach landers to them as well. So with the polar orbit means we'll be able to get all of the biomes. And then if I have a lot of extra gas on it, and then have a little lander that goes down and lands with a scientist in it to grab all the bullshit, and then fly it back up to the station, dock, transfer everything from in there into the science bay. Yes.
Well, you could just land a permanent station on the moon.
That's true.
Or do you want it to like transit, like be able to transit between the moon and Minmus?
No, I thought about that, and it's gonna be logistically so much harder to do that than it is just to fucking shoot a second one up there.
Just make it so it lands on the moon, and then you can even build a rover and then use MechJeb to intercept the station and land all your shit there. And then you can use the rover to explore the moon. Maybe even do a little bit of mining. Get a little mining outpost set up next to your science outpost.
Long term, mine will be the way that I want to do it will net me more research because it'll be able to get every single biome. Is the thing. Because in a polar orbit, you are going around it in such a way that, how do I describe this? If you're looking at a circle or a sphere, and if you slice it in half and then turn it and then slice it in half again, and you keep doing that, that is what a polar orbit gets you for landing zones that are really easy to get to, which is just going straight down, you know?
Yep.
And if I recall, Hex said if you switch to the plane place, it's easier to build.
Like a rover, maybe?
No, to build your how you want your stations laid out, because usually you put your stations horizontally instead of building them vertically.
Yeah. Did you download the station parts?
I have a few things for it, yeah, but I'm not gonna do anything crazy. It's just a research outpost.
Yeah. What's like your best battery?
The 20 or 2.5K rechargeable. And nice, you made it to the moon. Woo! Hey, Mika.
Where I don't have that. That must be modded.
Just
look what I have: the 1K, the 200, and the 4K.
Oh,
So that must be part of the station mod. But how I build my little science modules, or so this is my science module.
I don't have your thing pulled
I
up.
have this shit. Oh.
Okay, so let's start.
Might sound
with,
crazy, but I like my shit compact.
We'll start with the command pod, and then big decoupler, just right. Mark III pod, my beloved, so real.
that so they can get out?
Well, I want to be able to dock this with because this is going to be the whole. This is going to be the whole thing. It's going to be the science gatherer, lander, and get home or.
All in one piece?
Well, yeah. So basically, what I want is the engine that brings the station to its orbit. Attached directly to that is the science pod. Okay. And then attached to that is the lander. And then it just pushes that whole bitch all the way to its orbit and gets in its orbit. Then from there, the lander detaches, coasts on down to the moon, gets the science, flies back up to that, the science thing, docks with it, offloads its data into the science module to get researched. And then with the big-ass fuel tank, it'll be able to refuel the lander. And then once that runs its course, land in a different biome and do it again.
Let's see. How big is your lander gonna be? I'm assuming pretty fucking small.
That's what we're gonna try and do is keep it light as I can.
You should put like a what is it? One of those science gathering arms on it. I don't know exactly how they work, but
With the light scanner?
might give you more science.
Collectible data,
Yes.
rerunnable data, resettable. Yeah, it has data.
Just put it on like the bottom, so it just hits the ground as soon as you get there.
But so we're also gonna need a way to get these Kerbals home, because if that station has a docking collar on it, what I can do then is just let that thing hang out in a polar orbit, empty, and then just send my guys home when they're done. So, heat shield, and then another decoupler. Actually, wait. So heat shield, decoupler for that, and then we need the science bits that can be ejected eventually, which would be oh, there's a science return unit. Wow. Perfect. And then inside this thing, I can shove a Science Junior. Like so. Okay, we got the pack of those in there, and then back to the science bits. Okay, and now we do... Goo? Okay, goo's in. 2 of those is all we'll need. Actually, wait, mirrored probably. Okay, yeah, it does do it the way I thought it does. So thermometers are good. The magnetic boom. Yeah, yep, they don't bump nothing. Okay, I think the science bay looks good to me. We got the batteries of the bay, so then now we need a way to land this motherfucker. Shitload of RCS, that'll work. This has a should have a decent reaction wheel in it already.
Wait, are those circular solar panels not retractable after they've been extended?
There's versions of them that are.
Fuck, I might have put the wrong ones on. I got the Aux 10Cs on.
The ones that have like that look like they have a bucket on them, or like the box. Those ones do.
Oh, okay. I just put the ones that show the solar panel when it's out. So I guess I did put the wrong one on. May or may not be bad. So they do track the sun very well, which is nice.
Is that really the smallest fuel tank?
This thing is so sketchy on re-entry. Oh. Oh, that was bad.
Okay, so then that poops off the lander. Which, let's give that some leggies. Okay, then with the science module on there, we basically just need to put a docking port on it and a shitload of gas. So I guess what we'll do is, back to fuel tanks. That's too big. Put 2 RCS balls on it, and then to that we will put the docking collars. There should be plenty for that. And then we need something for the Kerbals to grab onto, just in case. Is there a little... Where's the little letter at? There it is. Okay. Then let's get its parachutes figured out. 'Cause eventually this thing will come home. Ah, that looks silly. Okay. Alright, I need a structural tube. Okay, wait. Does not need to be nowhere near that big. We can use those, though. I like those. Pressurized crew tube. No. We need... Orbital Research Base, or ORB. Save subassembly, and then flip back to the rocket editor. Oh, where should I sneak the fairing in at? Oh, wait, maybe I was onto something. Because can't you build fairings?
You can make them however you want.
Oh, wait. Why don't we just do this instead?
You're just gonna do like a little angled part.
I'm just gonna stick a... I'm gonna put a decoupler on top. That's gonna hold a nose cone to protect the top.
That's funny because that's exactly what I did. Is I put a nose cone on the top of my shit and a decoupler. As soon as I'm done with that bitch, it's fucking gone.
Because looking at this thing from the top down, it's actually not that not that bad aerodynamic wise, other than that the module right here has this antenna that I really don't want to like get blown smooth off.
Oh fuck. Jeb down. Is this fucking ladder long enough for Mr. Jeb to get back in? No. No, it is not.
Actually, that relay antenna is probably plenty for what we're doing here.
That's annoying. This isn't gonna work how I want it to. Because he won't climb to the top of the ladder. It's kind of irritating.
Okay, so in terms of delta V in a vacuum, the lander has 2,700 meters a second. I think that's plenty to land with, wouldn't you say?
Probably. Were the stairs that you had modded too? Is I don't. Are they in utility?
There's some stairs that aren't modded, for sure.
Do you know what they're under in the build menu? Because I don't see any on utility.
Kerbal, or the mobility enhancer.
Yeah, like the Kellis one.
Yeah.
There's the Kellis and the.
Yeah, those are deployable
Kellis
ladders.
LB. Oh, I thought you had like an actual staircase.
That one was probably modded.
Because I want that. Dude, that would be absolutely fucking perfect for me.
Okay, well that one
What
I
I
think was
need.
under... If you have it, it's going to be under... Aerodynamics, extendable stairway, or landing gear, my bad. Ground.
It's under arrow?
Ground. Landing gear.
Ground. See it, I just have a bunch of wheels. Not the landing strat, no. Yeah, it's not there, so it must be water mirror. What the hell?
You know what? Before I get too much into this, I think I'm just gonna call it here because it's about that time. Because I'm gonna have to brainstorm for a whole nother day on the rest of how this logistics is gonna work. It'd probably be most efficient to do like a liquid stage up to orbit and then just let the Wolfhound carry it the rest of the way, and then maybe send a refueling rocket after it that all it's doing is just carrying fuel, get docked onto it. Which wouldn't be too bad. I wouldn't think, at least. But say hi to Ari for me. That was fun. We got Jeb. Took a hell of a lot longer than I thought. Say hi to Ari, and tomorrow I might play tomorrow. I don't know. Friday, my sister graduates from college, so I will not be around. As for Saturday, not sure yet. And then the upcoming Monday, I won't be streaming either. I have a race to run. Yippee! But yeah, I will catch you all